and Draco. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna leave that there. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video because I never do an eye look like this. So as you can see, I have my base already down and we're just gonna focus on the eyes today. And we're actually doing a Harry Potter house inspired makeup look. Now, believe it or not, I kind of didn't believe it when I took the Pottermore quiz, but I'm a Slytherin and I did not realize that. I don't know where I would have put myself, but I'm okay with it because I like their vibe. They're kind of like badass. I kind of love it. And Draco. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna leave that there. So let's get started on today's look. I wanted to skip my base because if you've seen any of my other videos, you've seen my base. It's been done before. It's nothing new. But I don't do green eyes, so this will be really fun. I hope it turns out okay. I was a little worried about my last video. If you saw my holiday makeup look, I wasn't sure how that was gonna turn out, but I wound up really loving it. So I'm hoping the same thing will happen. And now today, guess what we're gonna use for the eyes? We're using the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the first one, mostly because of these colors down here. Now, I think in one of my videos, I said I never touched this row, but guess what? Today, we're touching the bottom row because this dark green and this shimmer green, I was like, this is perfect. Was not planned that I had these colors and turned out to be a Slytherin. That was not planned. I'm really excited because I'm just kind of working with what I got. So the first shade I'm gonna use is this third one in the top row, which I hit pan on because I use that a lot as a transition. I use that a lot as a transition shade. I use that a lot as a transition shade. It's a transition shade. Transition shade. God. I use it a lot as a transition shade. I said it. There we go. So let's just dip into that real quick. Oh my God. What is wrong with me? So we're just going to brush that back and forth in the crease. It can be messy because it's just, we're going to put a lot of stuff on top of it. So it can be a little messy. That's okay. But this is the shade that we're going to see come up the highest. So if you want to, usually things, because the way my brow is shaped, the transition shade will kind of touch my brow over here, but not over here because it goes up over here. So we're just going to keep this right in that crease. And the same thing on the other side. Okay, after that first transition, after that first shade, I'm going to go in with another brown, but that's slightly darker because that dark green that I showed you is the only green that I have. So I don't want to go in with like straight green. I want to try and build it up. So I'm going to go in with like a darker brown that has the same tone as the green that we're going to use. So let me show you. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to mix these two shades right here and make those an additional transition shade and bring these into the outer corner where we're going to focus that dark green too. So I think I'm going to mix them a little, tap off the excess, and we're going to start off down here because we don't want to bring the darker shades up too high. So we're going to start down here and blend it out, and we can bring it up a little bit, not too much though. We're going to kind of make these two like a second transition, and we're going to keep it lower than that first one that we used. Because like I said, we don't want to go into like straight green just yet. At least I don't. That's just how I do things. I like to build it up first. Like that. Dipping into the same two shades. Me and my sister will literally walk around the house and just quote Harry Potter things. We're not speaking in complete sentences. We're just quoting the movie. It's so funny. Like my parents will look at us like we have 3 heads each. And they're just like, what are you doing? Like, it's not that funny. The lines we're saying, like it's not a funny movie. But we crack ourselves up. Like, I'll just walk around the house screaming, that's rubbish! And then walk away. If you know, you know. Because I don't know why. That is my favorite line in the whole series. If you know, it's the twins screaming, "That's rubbish," in the beginning of The Goblet of Fire. I don't know why I like it so much. It just makes me laugh. Anything with the twins makes me laugh. So that's probably why. I just love the twins. I think the first movie is probably the most comical because they're so young. Like, they don't even know how to act yet. So my favorite lines are that "That's rubbish." And in the first movie, when Hermione meets the boys on the train, she's like all prim and proper. And she's like, "Let's see then," because she wants to see them do a trick, even though like they have no clue what they're doing. And all she can do is fix glasses, so it's not like that's anything that special. I love Harry Potter. Me and my best friend, we've tried several times to sit down and watch all the movies in one day all the way through. And we just can't. We've tried. I want to try again. I think she's giving up on me though. But like we just can't. It's so much. Because I think if you start at like 6 in the morning, you can end at 1 in the morning the next day. Okay, now I'm dipping into that dark green shade. It's a black brush, so I can't even see if there's product on it. So let's see. Oh my god, that's green. That's green. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it. So I'm going to keep the green out in the outer corner. And lightly, once there's no more product on the brush, I'm just going to like blend it in with the other brown shades. And I'm going to add a little more green because it looks a tad gray, but we really want that green to come through, so I'm going to add a little more. You know what I have noticed though? Like, I'm a big fan of the movies, so like we try like these trivia games or anything. There are really specific details that I guess I miss all the time, that like I guess I haven't really paid attention to. Like, it's hard. Any kind of Harry Potter trivia, I thought I could be good at it, but I have discovered that I'm not, because I love trivia. I'm really good at trivia, but the Harry Potter one gets so like detailed, because I guess most of the trivia questions come from the books, and like I said, I'm not trying to read those books. I mean, now's the perfect time. I got all the time in the world, but I'm not gonna do it. So I guess if you wanted to give this a name, this is just gonna become like a green smoky eye. But I want to get more pigment in the outer corner. This brush really isn't giving me pigment. I need a flat brush. So we're going to use like a brush like this. It's got a lot of blue on it. But we're going to use the other side. That's okay. We're going to use the other side. I really want that green packed in this corner. And then I can take that brush and blend it out. And I'm gonna bring the green shade like halfway across the lid. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side with this packing brush. And I thought it was so funny. Did anybody wake up one day and they were just on Draco TikTok? Like, there was no, oh, I saw one Draco video one day. Oh, I saw 2 Draco videos the next day. It was just like one day, all of my videos were Draco. Did that happen to anybody else? Like, it was so weird. Like, it wasn't gradual at all. It was just bam, Draco TikTok. That's so weird. This is gonna take a long time to get it the way I want it to look, because I'm not used to using these really dark shades. So I'm gonna take the brush that I started off with, and I'm just gonna kind of blend up here with no additional product on it. Okay, now I think I'm gonna go in with that shimmer green that was right next to the dark green. I'm just gonna take it on my finger, because the packing brush that I use, normally I would use that, but it's got dark colors on both sides, so I don't wanna mess with that. So I'm just gonna take my finger and dip it in the green shade. Oh, cute. And oh my god, if I don't poke my eye out with my nails, oh my god. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, it's a pretty color, but because of my nails, oh my god, I'm not doing the best at applying. Okay, let's see if I have a clean brush. That's pretty. I want like more shimmer though. Like, when I do a half matte, half shimmer, I gotta keep going back and forth just to make sure that the shadows are blended together and it's not like a harsh line, just like a halt stop. I think my pinky will work better. Yeah, that works. Then I'm gonna take a small fluffy brush and I'm gonna dip into the same dark green and I'm gonna drag this along the bottom lash line. Do that on both sides. That looks crazy. Okay, but we're gonna take another brush and we're gonna take that first shade that we used, the light brown, and we're gonna rub that underneath the green to kind of blend it out. And this is a clean brush that I'm just going over the top of the look to like blend out the edges. Now I'm gonna go in with the Marc Jacobs eyeliner. Does this have a shade on it? And shade Iced. And I'm gonna go in the waterline with this because this is like a white silver. And Slytherin's colors are green and silver. I'm gonna go over everything one more time with that clean brush. But maybe I'll dip into the light brown shade and just clean up everything up here. I'm gonna do that on both sides. Now I'm gonna highlight and I'm gonna use the Jaclyn Hill Single highlighter in shade Extra because this is gonna be so pretty against all of the dark colors that we used today. I know this is just gonna be so pretty. Oh my God, get out of here. Get out of here. This is so pretty. And I'm also gonna blend it in to on the lid a tad, just to brighten up the look in general because both the colors that I used were very dark. I'm also gonna use the same highlighter to highlight the brow bone. The shadows blended nicely. I've never used these ones before, but they did blend nicely. Let's just see how the finished look goes. And I'm gonna do my mascara real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I feel like lashes always make a look better. So this is just kind of like a smoky, this turned into a smoky green look and I'm okay with that. And for lip, I'm gonna go in with the Pat McGrath lipstick in the shade, I believe this is 1995, yep. Because this shade is like a nude, obviously, because I always do nude, but it's like browner and it's like a cooler toned shade. So I feel like cool tone goes with the cool tone eye. Yeah. Oh, I should probably use a mirror. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it matte. Oh, this lipstick just feels so good on your lips. Pat McGrath, great lipsticks. Okay, this is the finished Slytherin look. It's very simple. I didn't do anything crazy. Basically just a green smoky eye with green shimmer on the inner corner. So I'm actually really happy with how this turned out with the nude cool tone lip, cool tone look. Everything Slytherin is very cool tone. I really like how this look turned out, so I think I'm gonna leave it on for a bit instead of taking it off right away. Do I have any lipstick on my teeth? No, I think we're good. Okay, so that is it for today's look. That's it for today's video. I'm actually very curious, so if you want to play along, let me know down below in the comments what house you're in, because I think that's so interesting, because I like seeing like what houses people are in. It says a lot about you, even though I don't really know if I'm a true Slytherin. That's just what the website said, so who knows. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.